Track and field, and now the girls' 1600-meter run in Class 6A. You might notice a name that is missing from the list. Senior Allie Cash has a stress fracture, is not here. She ran a meet record last year, 4:52.31 for Shawnee Mission West when she tripled up and won the 3200 meters, the 1600 meters, and the 800 meters. One of the best all-time runners in the state of Kansas. She is not in this field, which really opens it up in Class 6A. Elena Schroeder, the junior from Manhattan, last year was second in 5:12. And let's don't overlook some of the other folks that we have in this race, like Cameron Geldner. We've seen what she can do in the 3200 meters as she won the state title as a freshman yesterday from Olathe Northwest. She's run 5:10 this year. Schroeder has also run 5:10.
Yeah, and again, we've got a group of girls here, a number of which ran the 3200 meters last night, less than 24 hours ago. We'll see who handles it the best. I think that's 1371 out in the lead, Nikki Krasinski. Coming up on her outside is Bailey Sullivan of Lawrence Free State.
So they're coming through, and not a real fast pace here, about 1:19 for the first lap. That's why there's a huge bunch right now.
Almost seems like it's sort of a ceasefire, at least for the moment, for some of the girls that did run the 3200 meters last night. Let's wind this up and see how our legs feel. Wind it up slowly throughout the race as we try to get rid of that lactic acid and other junk in our muscles from the 3200 meters last night.
And everybody just kind of packed in there. Leading the way right now from Shawnee Mission North is Mickey Krasinski on the inside. And on the outside of her, that is Bailey Sullivan from Free State. She took 6th last year in state. Geldner lurking in there from Olathe Northwest, a freshman. But everybody in this race still right now, they are bunched up as they come through lap 2 in about 2:43. So we expect a fast second portion of this race.
Yeah, I would expect to see at this point someone really take charge of this, move to the front, try to start creating an honest pace here. They look pretty content, though.
Yeah, they do. Sullivan still in the lead, along with Krasinski. Sullivan from Lawrence Free State on the outside, Krasinski from Shawnee Mission North on the inside. Somebody's going to make a move here before too long.
And as we get further along in this race and closer to this bell lap, with this slower pace, the girls with the best leg speed are starting to think about how well this is favoring them.
And here comes the freshman from Olathe Northwest, Cameron Geldner. And she comes out on the outside kind of to take the lead there, but they're still bunched up. Sullivan still right with her on the inside as we approach the end of lap 3 here and start the bell lap. This should be a fast lap. Runners should have quite a bit left here. Sullivan still leading. Geldner in second, trying to double up after winning the 3200 meters yesterday. Schroeder now in second place for Manhattan.
the race is still Bailey Sullivan from Free State.
Geldner trying to hang in third place, but Sullivan's starting to move it out now. Second place is Schroeder. She took second last year. Sullivan took sixth last year, but has clearly put in a ton of work and ready to win this race. Down the stretch she comes. The final straightaway in the 1,600 meters. And Bailey Sullivan wins the state championship in the 1,600 meters. Schroeder was second. Geldner is third. And Morgan is fourth. Krasinski, who led a lot of the race, ends up in fifth place. Sullivan took that lead really at about the 800-meter mark, around that point.
But really sat on the pace until the very end of the race. About that 200-meter point where she really pushed it out and continued to put in space between her and the other competitors, moving in to take the 6A state title.
And with a nice kick down the stretch, the state champion, Bailey Sullivan from Lawrence Free State.